Hello, my name is Minesuper McGee, also known as Minesuper in VrChat, and the world I want. This will be a kind of an interesting video in that I'm not going to be showing one world, I'm going to be showing several worlds, all are with the central theme of being worlds made by the fat fetish community. There's quite a few, and what I find really interesting about them is that they are they're kind of extreme, and they're kind of I would recommend not watching this video if you don't want to see anything lewd. They're all pretty tame, except for some avatars, maybe in Kimia Gammy's world. um, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend this video if you're under 18 or just don't want to see any kind of fat fetish stuff or any lewd stuff. So what I find interesting about these worlds is that they're a little extreme, but they're very they certainly believe in these worlds. They have a lot of effort put into them. There's a ton of avatars, and they're all pretty connected. They seem to like kind of have each other's backs on trying to get other people to these worlds and allow people to explore this community pretty well. Like, I wasn't particularly trying to get into this community. I found RandomName's worlds on accident. One of his worlds is a hub that leads me to other worlds, and then through some Azulie's worlds, I found even more worlds. So I'm just gonna start with the first world I found, which is RandomName's Fat Fetish Art Gallery. The reason they were all right there in my recent tab was I recently had to go through this world to make a video, and it was corrupted. So this is the first world I found. I found it on accident, just searching through worlds in the search tab. And this is the first one I found, so I'm gonna go through it. All right, here we are. So we got some avatars and some art, but I'm gonna start looking over here. So this is a thing where these are two avatars that they made, and there's a chair here, so you can dance. And if you press 2, you'll see yourself dancing. And this is actually how we're gonna look at those avatars later, because there's not a mirror in here. But here's their DeviantArt name, RandomName 19, and over here is art they've commissioned and / requested, and in here and over here is their art. So this is what I'm going to start with. This is art by RandomName. This OC is by Burning Blaster. This OC is by Rebo 1964, and this one is by Anime Dino. This is actually either the current or the old avatar that RandomName would use, and you can see the name up there. This is actually their OC that they use. You can tell by the hat. I'm gonna guess that this avatar or this design was made by Burning Blaster and then drawn by RandomName. This OC is by Azulie Zeiro, who is another prominent world maker that we're going to look at later. All right, now we're going to go on to art that they've commissioned or requested. I think this is also drawn by RandomName. I'm just going to say everybody's names as I go along. So this art is by Cvet Canil, and they are also on DeviantArt. And here's their DeviantArt username. So this art is by Delios999. This art up here is by Professor Dr. C. This art is by Chubbleabadubdub. And this art is by Girl Expansion Lover. This art is by Pate Tochep. This art is by Fatty Blaze. And this is by Epic Sausage. Here we have RandomName over here. And I'm not sure who these two people are. I'm going to guess that they're friends of RandomName. Bradash, Burning Blaster. And you could see we saw that same design, same character over there, and this is RandomName's character. Azulie, Tubby Buddy, Barry Duke 96, the Stitchy Heart, KFA, and this name I'm going to guess is Enterprise, but I'm also going to pronounce it as if it isn't, so ENT2PRINSE, I9SE, sorry. Noah Tiger Dragon, Spitfire 233, Smile of Worlds, Hero of Light 22, Coolomes, and the OC is by Burning Blaster. This is all by Shadow Hades X, Burning Blaster, and Create Like Crete. This artwork is by Tubby Buddy, and it was gifted by someone named FireDrive61. This one is by Volumdir, aka Catsil, and this was by Bean M Chocolate. Now, that's all the art in the world. Now I'm going to start showing off the avatars, and I'm going to use the dance seat to show them off. So one interesting thing I'm just noticing is that all of the avatars are named Become Fat, except for one. So this avatar is the only one not called Become Fat. It is called Head is Glitchy, disappears for other players. So if you're planning on using it, be aware of that. So this avatar is perhaps a bit too large for the camera. Alright, so the next world is also by RandomName. This is called the Extra Thick Avatars Hub, and this is the world that I was talking about that introduced me to other worlds in the community. So this world contains it contains 4 different worlds that I'm going to go through. I think they're all avatar worlds. I'm just going to show all of them off. So here it is. This is the hub world. Now, okay. Oh dear. Okay. So usually if it says loading, that means the world's deleted. Worlds change in this world a lot because there's a big issue with people mass flagging or reporting these worlds for, catering to the fat fetish. Also, how like a lot of them are lewd, but I don't think they're any more lewd than a lot of like other avatar worlds. And I've been in avatar worlds that had naked avatars in them. But yeah, the worlds change a lot. So including this one, this is a re-upload of Kimia Gammy's avatars. I mentioned in the beginning that Kimia Gammy is a little bit more lewd than the other ones. That's still true, but they got reported until their world was, I think they got banned, and then they had to make a new account and re-upload it. I think RandomNames, I've friended Azulie in RandomName, and RandomName said that the world that we just went through, their gallery, has over 30 reports. So the world I want to show off first is the Cheesecake avatars by Azulie Zeiro, because this is the other first. This is, I think, the only one that survived from the first time I got in here, except for I think Toriel's bots. Toriel's bots, every character just sort of looks like that, except it's a different size of robot. So we're going to start with this one. All right, here we are in Cheesecake Avatars by Azulie Zeiro. And you'll notice that there's quite a lot of avatars, including avatars by RandomName over here. So I'm going to do the same as I did in RandomName's world. I'm just going to go through every avatar. I'm going to show it off real quick. I'm not going to do animations and emotes. I'm very sorry. I just want to show off the avatars, or else this video will be a bajillion years long, because every other world is an avatar world as well. This is actually the same avatar we just saw, but smaller. Okay, so I just put the world sound on so that there's some slight background music. I hope that makes the rest of the video a little less awkward. So I've seen this avatar before. I will show off one animation it has. You can do that, or you can have glasses. There you go. Okay, so that's all of the avatars in the world, and now I want to go to another couple worlds through portals in this world. Specifically, I want to go through this world called the Thickening. Now, Azulie's avatar Abominations is another good world by Azulie Zeiro, which has a lot more avatars, but it isn't specifically catering to the fat fetish. So, as well as like Doki Doki Furry Club would be a world that I would show off, but it isn't catering to the fat fetish either. It's catering to furry. So I'm gonna go to the Thickening now. Alright, I'm in Toriel's Bots now by Toriel, because when I went through the portal to go to the Thickening from Azulie Zeiro's world, it was a community lab that did not load. It took me back to the hub world, and so when I searched up the Thickening, there were two worlds, and I went to the one that wasn't a community lab, and the floor isn't solid. I free fell and had to close the game. So now I'm in I'm in Toriel's Bots. So now this is what I'm going to show off. This is Toriel's world. I'm just going to go through all the avatars, and there's one avatar in that world, and that will be it. It'll be recorded just like Cheesecake. So this last avatar is actually Toriel from Undertale, because their full name is Toriel Dreamer. So I'm gonna guess this is the avatar that they use. And the only other things to say is that there's this picture up here. There isn't a credit, but over here there's avatars that you could submit or suggest, and then there's a Discord link. And that's it. This world's kind of small. The next world is called Kimia Gammy's avatars, and I think it's on its second re-upload. So this world is another avatar world by Kimia Gammy, now Urethral Assault, and it was flagged down and got re-uploaded, and either it was flagged down again or some kind of issue arose, so they had to re-upload it again. But yeah, I'm gonna show off this world now. All right, here we are in Kimia Gammy's avatars. This world was flagged down for deletion, that it was re-uploaded, and right here was a very long message, a very heated message about how they did not like being flagged. They've re-uploaded it again and taken it down, probably for the best, because it was very angry and would probably just upset more people. So this world has more avatars. It might be a little bit more lewd than the other ones. I might be mistaken, but looking from this one, I think I'm right. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to do the avatar, show it in the mirror, and then move on to the next one. I think there used to be more avatars. That could be wrong, because it's been a while since I was in this world, and it was taken down a while ago. All right, here we go. All right, so that might have been an awkward cut, but the next world we're going to is God of Y's God Awful Avatars Reloaded by God of Y. Okay, here we are in God of Y's God Awful Avatar World, and you can immediately see that there's just a ton of avatars. This world is going to be longer than any of the other worlds, and there's memes. There's even more avatars down here, and more memes, and a gigantic mirror at the beginning. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to start off with the memes slash just random pictures first, and then I'll go on to the cutting like I was doing in the other worlds with all the avatars. So here we have two series of pictures. It appears to mostly be album covers mixed in with pictures of anime as well as yandere dev. So I'm realizing now that there appears to only be one song that plays on a loop, and it's not too terribly long. So here's the second set of images, and they all appear to be some kind of meme. I'm just going to show all of them off. Alright, those are all of the images. Now I'm going to move on to all of the avatars, which will just be a series of short clips, and I'm going to start with these ones down here and just work my way around the world. Okay, so I've shown off all the avatars on the second floor and the avatars over there, and now I'm over here with these avatars, and they all appear to be really close. I'm not super sure what the difference is. I'm seeing like a necklace or no necklace or different color headbands, so I'm going to just show off one of each avatar, or maybe a couple. Oh, sorry, I actually missed that all of these models are by Fraud Chicken. Alright, so that was God of Y's God Awful Avatars, but reloaded by God of Y. Thank you very much for watching my video about all the Fat Fetish worlds in VrChat that I could find. I could not find any more after God of Y's world. I searched through different tags and couldn't find anything. Of course, I could just not know, and I'm sorry if I missed any. Special thanks to RandomName and Azulie Zeiro for telling me to go ahead and make the video regardless of any worries that I had and to just push through it. I did. I'm glad that I get to show this community. I have a deep interest in very small communities, and this one is very small, very connected, very dedicated, and I appreciate how hard they work and how true to themselves they are. So again, thank you very much. Thank you to RandomName and Azulie Zeiro. That is all.